Dear pupils, parents and guardians, let me start by thanking you for being a part of all our remote learning platforms, particularly our television program, The Classroom in Your Home. Each feedback has been awesome. Good job, you. Our teachers have been working assiduously to break the learning laws during this critical period. Therefore, I am pleased to inform you that the Classroom in Your Home has been extended to accommodate the lower primary classes and a dedicated lesson to cater for our special needs pupils in line with our mandate of providing an all-inclusive and quality basic education in our dear state. This program is fully sponsored by the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, and supported by the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board under the COVID-19 Blended Learning Intervention Initiative. Please encourage your wards to tune in and take every advantage of this laudable program. Also remember, this pandemic is not over. Let us continue to abide by all health and safety guidelines as stipulated by the government. At Lasubeb, we are determined to leave no child behind in our quest to improve the standard of basic education in our state. Thank you.
On my honor as a pupil, I will do my best. Oh yes, children, you need to do your best. And this program is for you. You're welcome to this program tagged The Classroom in Your Home that is supported by Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, packaged by Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, Lasubeb, for lower primary classes, ensuring no child is left behind. You want to know my name? Oh yes, I will tell you. I am Auntie Lola, and I'll be taking you through English studies, which I call communication class. You won't believe I'm here alone? No! With me, I have a beautiful mathematics teacher, Auntie Tinu.
Hello, wonderful pupils.
That is Auntie Tinu. And I have already general studies teacher, Uncle Sheyi.
Hello, pupils.
And in trial, we bring you The Classroom in Your Home. Please stay tuned. What a fine weather today. It has been so cold. Is it also cold at your end, children? Oh yes, I feel so cold. But you know, we need to have our lesson. We need to start our lesson, which is English Studies class, of course, which we call what? Communication class. And for today, what do we have as our topic? It's a comprehension. I'm sure you look forward to this because it's going to be a video, a very interesting one. It is about a tortoise and a rabbit. You know those two animals? They have something to tell us today and a lesson to learn. But first, let us go into the correction to our previous homework. Well, last week, you were told, in our last lesson, you were told to fill in the appropriate future tense in the following blank spaces. You did your assignment. Of course, yes, I'm so proud of you. So let's get the correction done. 1, I will go to church on Sunday. Of course, before you pick that, you have two options. If it is will go or have go. Will go is the answer. I dash my sister to her house when she arrives by weekend. You were given two options, follow, will follow. And the correct answer is will follow. You got that correctly? Please give yourself a tick. The third one, shall come to town next week. Have come, shall come. Which option do you choose? Same with mine? Oh, thumbs up you. It is shall come, will shall come. You got those correctly? Oh, beautiful. Let's give ourselves an awesome cheer. You are awesome. Awesome. Totally. Good job, you. And now to the lesson for today. But first, what is our objective? What are we looking at for today's lesson? Now, by the end of the lesson, you should be able to, 1, narrate a story. You should also be able to state lessons learned from the story. Are you ready? Are you so ready? But before we start, let us test our listening here. Can we do that? Chuku chuku. Are you listening to something? Did you hear that sound? Oh yes, then I know you're ready for today's lesson. And so, children, let us start. A tortoise and a rabbit. Please note carefully that these two animals are ready to teach us a wonderful lesson. Stay tuned.
In a forest lived a rabbit. Wandering all day long, all he did was jump up and admire himself. He loved talking about how much faster he was than the other animals.
I'm the fastest animal in the forest. Would anyone like to race with me?
He sure did run fast with his very big feet. The other animals hated the way he would show off. In saying that, they never ever won a race.
Yes, I win again. Why? Because I'm fast.
Everywhere he went, he would say, "I'm so fast, no one could ever pass me." His words had begun to disturb all the other animals in the forest.
Okay, he might be the fastest, but the fact that he says and shows off about it's not nice.
Someone should teach my lesson to smarten up.
All that was said amongst all the animals in the forest managed to go to the turtle. The turtle walked very slow. It would take him a day to reach the distance the rabbit could make in a minute. The turtle wished he would come across the rabbit one of these days. He went to the other animals and told them that he would like to race with the rabbit.
You want to race him?
Not even the fastest animals have won against the rabbit. How can you?
You leave that part up to me.
The turtle went next to the rabbit.
Good day, Mr. Rabbit. I have been searching for you.
Curiously, the rabbit asked,
And why might you be looking for me?
I hear that you are the fastest animal in the forest. Well, actually, that's what you think. But to be sure, I would like to race with you. Let's see who is faster.
As soon as the turtle had finished what he had to say, the rabbit began to laugh so hard that all the other animals in the forest heard him.
You? With me? A race? Are you joking me? It's impossible for you to pass me. By the time you take a step, I would finish the race.
Well, unless we race, we will never know, will we?
Okay, be ready then. Tomorrow morning we race.
As the turtle began walking away, the rabbit continued on laughing. The following morning, the animals arrived at the racecourse. They noticed the turtle waiting at the starting line, all ready to go. Very sure of himself, the turtle was smiling.
Please tell me how you're going to beat the rabbit. If he really is so proud and a big show-off, as you all say he is, then this race isn't going to be hard at all.
Soon after, with his very stuck-up attitude, holding a carrot, the rabbit arrived at the racecourse.
Let's race and finish this. I still haven't had breakfast.
Finishing their last preparations, they arrived at the starting point.
The first one that arrives at the red line at the end of the forest wins.
With the mark of the mole, the race started. Just like an arrow, the rabbit flew by. The turtle, on the other hand, began to walk slowly. Whoa! The rabbit was nowhere to be seen. The animals watching the race thought that the turtle was going to get beaten. After running a while, the rabbit stopped and had a look behind him. There was nothing to be seen.
By the looks of it, the turtle will finish the race tonight. I better sit and finish my carrot.
rabbit finished eating his carrot, looked up the road, and from afar he saw the turtle coming. With a cheeky grin, he stood up and continued on running. The rabbit had nearly reached the finishing point.
I'm a bit sleepy after breakfast. I might sit under this tree and take a nap.
As confident as he was about winning the race, the rabbit drifted off to sleep. The turtle continued on walking very, very slowly, but with great confidence. At last, he arrived next to the rabbit. He saw that the rabbit was in a deep sleep. Without stopping, he continued on his way. A while later, the rabbit woke up. When he looked and could not see the turtle...
The turtle is nowhere to be seen. Maybe he doesn't want to race anymore. I should finish my race now.
As the rabbit was slowly making his way to the finishing point, what does he see? The turtle had passed him. In fact, he was about to finish the race. Using all the energy he had left over, he tried to pass the turtle. But the turtle had already finished the race. Some of the animals waiting at the finish line were extremely happy. All the animals were throwing the turtle up in the air with great excitement.
Wow, what an interesting story. I'm sure you enjoyed it. The tortoise and the rabbit. You recall from the story, if you were following, that the tortoise was such a brave man. He wants to compete with the rabbit. The rabbit that used to feel that he is the fastest among those animals. And now the tortoise, that is a very slow animal, decides to compete with him. And at the end, what was the result? It was like, I beat the rabbit. Do you think there's a lesson we can learn from it? Most times it is not good to feel, I am the best. I'm the only one. What if you are not the only one? Let's watch out for that. And so, very big lesson we can learn from that story. But now it is your turn. There are some questions I would like you to answer from that story. Let's get the questions while you treat them in your books. Number 1, which animal was the slowest? Which animal was the slowest? Have you done that? Very good. What attitude did the rabbit have? The all fastest rabbit. What attitude did he have? What did he display in that story? Okay? The third one, what is the main lesson of the story? What did you learn? It might be different from mine. What did you learn in that story? All right, you have 30 seconds to do that. And your time starts now. Eyes on me. You've done all correctly? Interesting. Let's get the answers to those questions. Are you ready? Let's go. All right. For the first question, you were asked to write which animal was the slowest. The answer? Tortoise was the slowest. You got that correctly. Please give yourself a tick. The second, what attitude did the rabbit have? What attitude? The answer? The rabbit was proud. You got that too. Oh, interesting. Give yourself a tick. The third one, what is the main lesson of the story? From those stories, what did you learn? From that story, what did you learn? It is not good to be proud. That is what I learned. What did you also learn from that story? It might be it is not good to show off. It might be you should respect other people. So, a lot of examples, a lot of lessons you can learn. You got those 3 questions correctly? Wow! You need to give yourself this chair. Roll it up, chair. Roll it up, and let it go. You are great. I am so proud of you. Okay, it is time to take down your assignment, children. It is just a question. Okay, what is that? Let's get it. Tell a story you have read or listened to before to a friend. A story can be a story about an animal. It can be about a place or somewhere else. A story, tell it to a friend or someone very close to you. Have you put that down? Okay, now we move to another segment of this lesson. Do you know that, children? Oh, it is the letter of the week. And what letter do we have today? Can you guess? Are you guessing? Are you telling me? Okay, let's get the letter. It is letter C. And letter C has a name. Are you guessing? Letter C has a sound. And we are looking at both today. But first, let us get what Mr. C is. Mr. C, we have a big C and a small letter C, is a consonant letter that has both name and sound. Like I said earlier, letter C has a name and sound. And what is that name, children? The name, its name is C. Can you say that again? Its name is what? C. While its sound is K. Can you take that? Its sound is K. And so letter C sounds K. Again, letter C sounds K. Good job. Wow. We've had a lot of fun while on this lesson. I'm sure you enjoyed every bit of it. I enjoyed it too. But you know, we have to move to the next segment. Oh, children, you are so unique. Do not forget that. We move to mathematics class with Auntie Tino. See ya.
Welcome to today's mathematics class. When I say mathematics time, you say fun time. Mathematics time, fun time. And like always, today's mathematics class promises to be fun. Let's go into today's mathematics class. Today, I'll be teaching capacity. Say capacity. Yes, but first of all, our homework. Let's take the corrections to the previous homework. 1 kg equals 1,000 grams. Say that with me. 1 kg equals 1,000 grams. 250 grams equals 1/4 kg, which also means kilogram, or 250 kilogram. Did you get the 2 correctly? If so, give yourself 2 ticks and you are amazing. You are amazing. Yes, before we go into today's lesson, I have an interesting video for you to watch. Please watch. After the video, we'll discuss some things about what you have watched. So watch attentively.
Hello friends. Today, let us learn the concept of measurement of capacity along with Minnie. Minnie wants to have some yummy cookies. There are 2 jars of cookies on the table. One big jar with chocolate cookies in it and one small jar with pineapple cookies in it. The jar of chocolate cookies is bigger, so it holds more cookies. Whereas the jar of pineapple cookies is smaller, so it holds less number of cookies. Thus, we can say that the jar of chocolate cookies has more capacity and the jar of pineapple cookies has less capacity. Look, Minnie takes few pineapple cookies in a small dish and eats them. They are yummy. Now Minnie wants to have some juice. Look, there is a glass and a jug of orange juice on the table. Can you guess which one has more capacity? Yes, the jug has more capacity, while the glass has less capacity. This is because the jug can hold more juice than the glass. Look, Minnie is enjoying her orange juice. So friends, wasn't it interesting to learn about measurement of capacity with Minnie?
Welcome back. Did you enjoy that video? My first question is that, who were we talking about in the video? Minnie. Good job you. What did Minnie have in her containers? Did I hear you say cookies? Good job you. She also had some things inside the cup and in the jug. What is that thing called? Juice. Good job you. We'll be learning more about measuring capacity in this lesson. So, let's continue. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to define capacity. Mention units of measuring capacity. Mention instruments used to measure capacity. You are excited, right? I am also excited. Capacity. Say that with me. Capacity. Capacity measures how much liquid a container can hold. I'll take that again. Capacity measures how much liquid a container can hold. We might measure the capacity of a bottle, of a cup, of a drum, or anything which can hold liquid. We can measure the capacity of a bottle of water, a bottle of juice, a cup of milk, a cup of tea, a drum of water, a pack of juice in a carton. Are we together? Say, together we are. Yes, a bottle, a cup, a drum. Units of capacity. Say, units of capacity. Units for measuring capacity, we have 1 ml. It's also called milliliter. Say milliliter. So we have 1 milliliter, 25 milliliter, 500 milliliter, and 1 liter. Don't worry, I will explain all these as the lesson goes on. Milliliter, also known as ml, is used for measuring capacity of small containers. I'll take that again. Milliliter, also known as ml, which means as the lesson goes on, anywhere you see me write ml at the back of any number, or even after today, anywhere you see ml at the back of any number, know we are discussing milliliter, which is talking about capacity. Yes, milliliter, also known as ml, is used for measuring capacity of small containers, which I'll be showing you some of them in the next slide. This is a syringe. You know a syringe, that thing which a nurse fills with some liquid before she injects it into your body anytime you are sick and you go to the hospital. It's called a syringe. This is a cup of orange juice. I know you love orange juice. I also love orange juice. A small bottle of medicine. I know you don't like medicine, especially the bitter ones, but you love the sweet one. A small bottle of medicine. And this, it's a perfume bottle. Remember, perfumes are liquid, like this. This is a small perfume bottle. This is another perfume bottle. Are we together? Say, together we are. Then a small pack of juice, like the Good Life Magic juice. You love it. I also love it. The capacity of bigger containers are measured in liter. The capacity of bigger containers are measured in liters. Examples, we have the drum, the buckets, a very big tank where we store our waters at home, and this is a tank. We store water in our tanks. Palm oil, groundnut oil can also be stored in tank, and they are all liquid. A bucket, you take your bath with buckets of water, you wash your clothes in a bucket of water, and so on. This is a tank, and it is used to store water. When you go outside your compound, you look up, you see this type of tank where water is stored for the whole house to use. That is why it is measured in liter, because it stores much more water. Water that 4, 5, 6, 10 flats we use, the tank can hold. And this is a bigger tank. It is used in transporting petrol, kerosene, and so on. Are we together? Say, together we are. Instruments used for measuring capacity. Instruments used for measuring capacity. We have measuring spoons. Say that with me. Measuring spoons. For example, mommy wants to bake a cake and she needs to measure a teaspoon of, let's say, color into the cake. You know, colors come in liquid for baking cake. So she will use one of these spoons to get the accurate amount of liquid color she wants. Measuring cylinders. Measuring cylinders. This is used to measure a little much bigger liquids than the spoon. Are we together? Say, together we are. Measuring jug. This is a measuring jug. Maybe mom wants to measure a big cup of milk for everybody to use in the house. She can use a measuring jug. Beakers. They are used mostly in a chemistry lab or a biology lab and so on. When you get to the secondary school, you will understand more about beakers. Are we together? Say, together we are. Understanding capacity. It is important to remember that liter, which is also known as this L, is a bigger unit of measuring capacity. Liter is a bigger unit of measuring capacity. Note, that means I want you to remember this. 1 liter also means 1,000 milliliter. I told you, liter is a bigger unit of measuring capacity. So 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliter. Half liter equals 500 milliliter. Are we together? Say, together we are. 1/4 or quarter liter measures or equals 250 milliliter. More examples. Examples on understanding liter or capacity. This tank holds 500 liters of water. This tank holds 500 liters of water. It has a capacity of 500 liters. Remember, I told you this tank is used to store water for a very big compound, and you can use it for days. So it holds 500 liters of water. This cup holds 700 milliliters of milk. It has a capacity of 700 milliliters. What are we trying to say? That this cup can hold up to 700 milliliters of milk. This bottle holds 200 milliliters of oil. It has a capacity of 200 milliliters. Are we together? Say together we are. Now let's do this. I want to know how well you've been following the lesson from the start. Evaluation, which is assessment time. What are the units for measuring capacity? I taught you. Mention 2 instruments used to measure capacity. Very easy, right? Your time starts now. Pens down. Pens down. Let's take the corrections to the assessment. What are the units for measuring capacity? Milliliter and liter. I know you got that. Good job, you. Mention 2 instruments used to measure capacity. I gave you almost 3 or 4 instruments. So you can mention any of the 4. We have the measuring spoon, the measuring cylinder, the beaker, and the measuring jug. So anyone you write, you are correct. Yes. Did you get the 2 sums correctly? If so, you deserve a fantastic chair. And I'm going to give you a fantastic chair to appraise your good job. Let's go. Fantastic. Shh. Good job, you. Yes. Assignment. It's assignment time, and you remember you must do Auntie Tinu's assignment. Yes. 1 liter equals dash milliliters. Very easy, right? I know you know it. Half liter equals dash milliliters. Very simple. You have 30 seconds to copy it down, and your time starts now. Welcome back from writing your assignments. I know you've written down your assignments, and I believe you, because you are wonderful pupils, you will do your assignment and submit it on time. Now we want to fish it out. Now we want to fish it out. We are going to be finding words used in today's lesson. Find words from today's mathematics lesson hidden in this story. It was a sunny day. Bola and Wumi were thirsty and needed something cold to drink. They went to a store to get a bottle of cold drink. They saw drinks in 1 liter bottles, 500 milliliters bottles, 250 milliliters bottles, and 100 milliliters packs of juice. So they went ahead to buy 100 milliliters pack of juice. They took their juice and headed home joyfully. Have you been able to find out the words hidden in today's story? I'm sure you have. Now let's take the correction. It was a sunny day. Bola and Wumi were thirsty and needed something cold to drink. They went ahead to get a cold bottle of drink. Remember, I told you liters or milliliters can be measured in bottles, and drink is a liquid. So cold bottle of drink is an example of measuring capacity. So I am sure you underlined bottles or bottle of drink. Yes, they saw drinks in 1 liter bottle. I taught you that liter is an example of units of measuring capacity. Yes, 500 milliliter. Milliliter is an example of unit of measuring capacity. So 500 milliliters is an example of capacity. So I expect you to have underlined capacity. 250 milliliters bottles. So you are supposed to underline 252. Good job, you. And 100 milliliters pack of juice. I gave you an example of a pack of juice when I showed you the magic drink. You remembered, right? Good job, you. So they went ahead with 100 milliliters pack of juice and took their juice home joyfully. So if you have underlined cold bottles of drink, 1 liter, 500 ml, 250 ml, 100 ml pack of juice, 100 ml pack of juice, then you have done beautifully well, and you are wonderful pupils. You are wonderful pupils, and you deserve a love cheer. With this, I'm going to be celebrating you with the love cheer. Let's go, everyone. With the love cheer, at my signal. To you. You are amazing pupils, and I love you so much. And with that, we have come to the end of today's amazing, awesome mathematics class. I'm sure you enjoyed today's mathematics class like I promised. Expect a more wonderful, educative and fun-filled time with Uncle Sheyi in General Studies class. Till I come your way next lesson, remember, Auntie Tinu loves you.
Hello, pupils. You are welcome to another exciting segment of the program, The Classroom in Your Home. This is General Studies class, and I'm your teacher, Uncle Sheyi. Today, we'll be studying air pollution. But before we go into the class, let's have correction to last week's homework. Last week, you were asked to list 3 objects we can fill with air. 3 objects that can be filled with air. And your answers: tire, balloon, football, and there are several other things that can be filled with air. You can fill a container, you can fill several things with air, but we asked just 3, and the 3 that have been given are tire, balloon, and football. Okay? Did you get that correctly? Sure you did. Let me give you a fantastic cheer. Let's go. Fantastic. Shh. Good job, you. So let's go into today's lesson. Air pollution. But before we go into air pollution, what is pollution? At a point when you are walking on the road, you might have seen a woman frying different things like akara and so many other things on the road, and you will notice that as she's frying the akara, flames go into the air and the air is polluted, and you find it difficult to breathe. That is pollution. In fact, there are sometimes you will see some waste or refuse being dumped on the road. That is pollution. But we want to look at what is pollution. Let's go. Pollution is the making of our natural environment. Remember our natural environment: water, soil, and air. Yeah. So pollution is the making of our natural environment dirty, unsafe, and noisy. So what is pollution? Pollution is the making of our natural environment dirty, unsafe, and noisy. Good job you tracking me. We have 4 types of pollution. We have many types of pollution? 4 types of pollution. Good job. Look at these pictures. In this particular picture, there are a lot of vehicles. And you can see that the air is not clean. It's foggy. Can you see it? Look at this. Look at this. From the exhaust of the vehicle, look at this. This is what? Air pollution. Air pollution, because it is the air that is being polluted, okay, by this unwanted substance. We also have this water pollution, okay, making 2. Remember I said we have 4 types of pollution: air, water. Look at this, is a dump ground. Land pollution. 3. Is covering his ears because of what? The noise. Noise pollution. 4 types of pollution. But for this class, we will be looking at air pollution. So what is air pollution? What is air pollution? Air pollution is the release of harmful substances into the air. Air pollution is the what? The release of harmful substances into the air. Okay? Look at this young girl. She's finding it difficult to breathe because of the air has been polluted. Can you see? Air pollution. Pollution of the air makes it difficult to breathe. When the air is polluted, we find it difficult to breathe in and out because of the bad odor. So we find it difficult to breathe. That is why the young girl in that picture was covering her nose. Okay? Air pollution also causes sicknesses. Cough, flu. You see some people coughing. It's because of the air has been polluted. And it also has bad effects on animals, plants, and the environment. Because of air pollution, plants are not able to go through the process of photosynthesis, the process by which they make their own food. Okay? And animals find it difficult to breathe when the air is polluted. And human beings can have cough, flu, and other ailments because of air pollution. Okay? What are the causes of air pollution? Smoke from vehicles. One major cause of air pollution is smoke from vehicles like cars, trucks, trains, aeroplanes, and so many other. In Lagos State, there is a public bus called Danfo. You will have seen some of those old buses on the road that they emit a lot of smoke, yeah, and they make you unable to breathe, right? Yeah. So smoke causes air pollution. As you can see, look at this truck emitting a lot of smoke. Can you see? So smoke causes air pollution. Also, bush burning. Bush burning is the act of setting ablaze or setting on fire grasses, weeds, and forests. Okay? So when forest, weeds, and grasses are set on fire, it causes pollution. People living around will not be able to breathe. Okay? Number 3. Another major cause of air pollution is burning of waste and refuse. You will have seen some people, because they don't want to take the pain of carrying their waste to go and dump it at the right place. They will resort to setting it on fire. And as they have set it on fire, it brings a lot of smoke, and people around will not be able to breathe. Air pollution. So burning of waste is another major cause of air pollution. Wind, a very strong wind, also causes air pollution, because when there is a strong wind, it raises the dust, and as it's raising this dust, people around won't be able to breathe, okay? And you will see people running. From this picture, you can see everybody was avoiding the wind because it's causing pollution. Can you see? And especially winds are destructive, okay? So wind causes air pollution. Now I want you to watch this short clip. Please, I want you to listen attentively because I'm going to ask you questions, okay?
Hello, friends. My name is Smokey. I'm going to explain about air pollution. Nowadays, every individual is facing problems caused by it. Air pollution occurs when gases, smoke, dust, or odor get into the air and make it dirty. It's very harmful for humans, animals, and plants. There are many causes for air pollution. Sometimes air gets polluted due to eruptions of volcanoes, dust storms, and wildfires. Oh, it's too irritating. Smoke from factories, power plants, vehicles, chemicals, airplanes, fumes from spray cans, and methane gas from landfills causes air pollution. When humans burn fossil fuels, it releases a lot of gases into the air, causing air pollution. Let's see the effects of air pollution one by one. Effects on human. Air pollution causes headaches, dizziness, nasal irritation, lung diseases, and more.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the short video and you listened well to the wordings. Yeah, air pollution causes a lot of negative things on human beings, animals, and plants. And as you can even see on your screen, you can see air pollution causing headache. Can you see that? It causes dizziness. It causes nasal irritation, which leads to cough and catarrh, and also lung diseases. You will be unable to breathe well, okay? Now it is your time to answer questions on what you have learned. I know you were listening very well, so I know you get the answer. So let's go. These are your questions. Number 1, what is air pollution? Simple question, right? Yeah. And number 2, mention just 3 causes of air pollution. Your time starts now. You have just 40 seconds to do this. Pens up, drop your pen, drop your pen. Good job, good pupils. Now let's answer this question. Number 1, what is air pollution? Air pollution is the release of harmful substances into the air. Correct, you are correct. And number 2, mention 3 causes of air pollution. We said smokes from vehicle, truck, train, generators, ships could cause pollution. Also, bush burning, when people set fire on grasses, on weeds, or forests, it causes air pollution. And also burning of waste and refuse. Okay? Did you get that correctly? Beautiful. I'm going to give you a parapanda chair. Okay, parapanda, parapanda, senorita. Good job, you. Good job. All right, pick your pen and your paper and let's write down this assignment. Be fast, be fast, be fast. All right. Mention 4 types of pollution. Simple questions. 4 types of pollution. Okay? Welcome back. Now remember last week, I told you that we will be adding a new segment to our lesson. And the segment is, Did You Know? I hope you're happy. Yeah, I'm happy to teach you on this segment too. Now, in this segment, we will be asking ourselves questions on history of Nigeria, Lagos, and even the world at large. Okay? And I promise you it's going to be fun. Now let's go to our question. Did you know that there are 2 major rivers in Nigeria? Simple question. And what is the answer? River Niger and River Benue. Good job. Beautiful.
Brilliant. We have come to the end of another awesome, amazing, educative, and interesting session.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy today's episode like we all did? If so, please join us next lesson, same station. Please send your comments, your homework, and questions to the number showing on the screen, 081-5086-5663. Please remember, SMS and WhatsApp messages only. Do not call. I repeat, do not call. If you love your family and friends, you must stay safe for them and for you most especially. To stay safe for everyone you love,
Wash your hands regularly.
Practice social distancing.
if you must go out, I repeat, if you must go out, ensure you wear your
Face mask.
Till we come your way next lesson, remember, Lasubeb
Will leave no child behind.
Dear pupils, parents and guardians, let me start by thanking you for being a part of all our remote learning platforms, particularly our television program, The Classroom in Your Home. Each feedback has been awesome. Good job, you. Our teachers have been working assiduously to bridge the learning loss during this critical period. Therefore, I am pleased to inform you that the Classroom in Your Home has been extended to accommodate the lower primary classes and a dedicated lesson to cater for our special needs pupils in line with our mandate of providing an all-inclusive and quality basic education in our dear state. This program is fully sponsored by the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, and supported by the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board under the COVID-19 Blended Learning Intervention Initiative. Please encourage your wards to tune in and take every advantage of this laudable program. Also remember, this pandemic is not over. Let us continue to abide by all health and safety guidelines as stipulated by the government. At Lasubeb, we are determined to leave no child behind in our quest to improve the standard of basic education in our state. Thank you.